Thank you, my colleague from New Jersey, Mr. Smith, and for the rest of my colleagues that have spoken up here tonight as well. This is a great opportunity to, I think, shed the light on some truth on what this really means with Title X, what's gone on the last couple decades, really. The proposed rule, the Protect Life rule, used to be the way of doing business in this country for the way funding would be directed to those providing health services. And so in recent years, a significant portion of that has been now allowed to go towards those that are providing abortions. And a key element to always remember, abortion is not family planning. This rule we're talking about here that I urge President Trump to move forward with would draw indeed a very bright line between abortion and family planning, as was clearly intended in the statute. Currently, 266 Planned Parenthood abortion centers are also funded under federal Title X locations. So what is the general opinion by the public on this? Nearly 2/3 of Americans do not believe that they want their dollars should be funding abortions. America's taxpayers don't want this. They don't want to be complicit in it. They don't want to be a part of it. So, what is the effect? Family planning funding will not be reduced by a single dollar. It's just which services will be provided by which locations is the question here. The Protect Life rule would not decrease Title X funding by a single dollar. Instead, we'll be directing those dollars to the sites willing to comply, which less than 500 of the roughly already 4,000 Title X services under the current rule are Planned Parenthood facilities. Less than 500 out of 4,000. So for those claiming that only Planned Parenthood provides these, in some cases, so-called services, there's plenty of those places that are already doing that without Planned Parenthood help. Indeed, this will provide more opportunities for women and girls to find locations that will provide services with the dollars going where they're so desperately needed, rural America especially as well, to get health services they need. It doesn't have to be just Planned Parenthood, as we would hear so much from the other side of the aisle, who desperately defends them at every turn. Clinton-era regulations were allowed funding for abortion centers, and require all grantees to refer. They require all grantees under Title X to refer for abortions. What about those with those centers, those facilities that have a conscience on this issue, that they don't want to have that? We're going through that in California right now. It's in front of the Supreme Court that whether it's right or not, or constitutional or not, to force pro-life centers to refer for abortions. Clinton-era regulations require that as well in the new rule being put forward. The Protect Life rule that I hope President Trump and his administration follow through on. It'll help protect those freedoms to decide if those centers want to be part of that or not. And indeed, centers that don't promote and push abortion will be the ones that come forward and receive this type of funding that is so necessary and the right way that American people in a majority want to see happen. So I commend this effort. I commend the administration for contemplating and pushing through with this. And again, my colleague, Mr. Smith, for always being that strong voice for what's right. And well done, sir. Thank you.